Okay, so this is going to be the first video that discusses adjective clauses. I've divided this up into 5 separate videos. So this is just the first introduction. First thing we're going to be discussing is what exactly is an adjective clause. So an adjective clause uses the words who, that, where, when, whose, and which to describe a noun or a pronoun. So I've included some examples here below. I have a friend who likes to eat pizza with ketchup. That is the woman whose iguana was stolen. I remember the day when I was born. Please meet me at the market where I buy old cheese. Why should we use adjective clauses? We use adjective clauses to combine 2 pieces of information. So instead of writing 2 sentences out like this, Randy drank the coffee was bitter, I can combine them by using an adjective clause. So here, instead of repeating coffee, I just cross out one of the coffees here and just use which. So then the sentence would be changed to Randy drank the coffee, which was bitter. And take a look at this second example. The teacher wrote the test. The teacher came to work late. So what am I repeating here? Right? I'm repeating the noun, the teacher. I have that on there twice. Oops. So I can omit one of those nouns and just use who to make it shorter. So I can either change it 2 ways. The teacher who came to work late wrote the test, or I can even say the teacher who wrote the test came to work late. And here I've included a third example. This is the restaurant we ate caviar here. This is the restaurant where we ate caviar. Now notice when I change this one, I omit here. So you don't see here in the second sentence. So remember when you use where. You can't use the word here. Okay, so now how can you make an adjective clause? First rule is take a deep breath. And second thing is you must remember that these are called adjective clauses. Remember what adjectives do? They describe a noun. So take a look at these following sentences and try to locate the nouns in each one. Ralph went to the supermarket. Sarah went to the zoo to play with the monkeys. California is a beautiful state. Michael eats a sandwich every afternoon. So here I've actually bolded the nouns. So check your answers, see if you got them all right. Ralph's supermarket, Sarah's zoo, monkeys, California state, Michael sandwich, and afternoon. So after you locate your nouns, you have to figure out what kind of noun they are. So for example, here we have Ralph is a person, so then we have to use the relative pronoun who. Supermarket is the place, so we have to use where. And I'm just going to skip down here. Afternoon is a time, so we use when. Okay? So make sure that you're using the correct relative pronouns. I wrote some examples here for all of the nouns that we actually highlighted in the previous slide. So here, for example, we have Ralph, who was sick, went to the supermarket where he bought the medicine. Michael, who was my weird old neighbor, eats a sandwich, which is moldy, every afternoon when the sun comes up. So normally we wouldn't write this many adjective clauses in a sentence, but I did this as an example. You can actually include adjective clauses anytime there's a noun. So in conclusion, just remember that adjective clauses are used to describe a noun, and make sure that you're using the correct relative pronoun, that, who, where, when, whose, and which, to describe the noun.